पल्ले अमरदास गुण तेरे, पल्ले अमरदास गुण तेरे, तेरी उपमा तोहे बन आवे, तेरी उपमा तोहे बन आवे, तेरी उपमा तोहे बन आवे।
गुर का दर्शन देख देख जीवा, गुर के चरण तोए तोए पीवा। The most blessed moment for a Sikh is when his heart is filled with the presence of his Guru. And the chances of this experience is exponentially compounded in the presence of Sadh Sangat. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਅੱਗੇ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਣੇ ਚਰਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬੈਠਣ ਦੀ ਜਾਚ ਬਖਸ਼ਣ, ਇਕਾਗਰਤਾ ਬਖਸ਼ਣ ਅਤੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਹਿਰਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਣੇ ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਦੀ ਯਾਦ ਵਸਾ ਦੇਣ। So, without wasting much time, let us start the Saakhi with the golden words of Kavipal Ji for Sri Guru Amardas Ji Maharaj. Kanhar boond basua romavul, kusam basant ganant na aave. Kanhar boond means all the raindrops of the cloud. Basua romavul means all the vegetation. Kusam basant means all the flowers of the spring. Ganant na aave cannot be counted. Then the Kaviji continues to say, Rav Sas Kiran means all the rays that come from the Rav. Rav means the sun, Sas means the moon. Udar Sagar Ko means from the depth of the ocean. Gang is the river Ganges. Tarang means the waves. He says, who in this world can even think of finding the limit of all these? Then he further says, Rudra Dhyan Gyan Satgur Ke. If someone could meditate as deep as Rudra, Rudra here means Shivji. He was famous for his meditation and with the wisdom of Guru. Kavipal Ji says, they may be able to count, but then he continues to say, Pale Amardas Gun Tere, Teri Upma Tohe Ban Ave. Sangat Ji, Upma is a comparative sentence. For example, the robes are as white as snow. So here Kaviji is trying to say that Maharaj, your virtues cannot be compared. Teri Upma Tohe Ban Ave. Maharaj, you yourself is your own example. Pasha Ji, you are Anup. This is how great you are.
Guru Maharaj Ji was born to a very spiritual and devoted parents. From a young age, he learned Hindu scriptures and became very devoted to spirituality. One year, he was on his pilgrimage to Haridwar. At this time, he was 62 years old. Other pilgrims noticed that even though he looked old, he still had such a vigorous spirit. He kept strong discipline. He listened to all the lectures and explanations of the Hindu priests. A saintly yogi noticed his sincerity and he began talking with him. My beloved friend, you are disciplined, wise, and devoted man. You must have an excellent guru to train a great devotee like you. Who is the guru that can give you such blessings? What is your guru's name? He paused. Well, you see, I don't have a guru yet, he replied. The yogi became upset. You are a nigara? You don't have a teacher? I never shared food with common people, and I shared with someone like you? The saint yogi was so angry, he left without even picking up his stuff, and he never came back. This left a deep impression on Guru Maharaj. He already knew something was missing in his life. After all his practices and devotions, he wasn't totally satisfied. This incident with the yogi made him understand that he is directionless and he needs a guru to complete his journey. He now dedicated himself to finding his guru. One night he could not sleep. In the early morning, still sleepless, he lay thinking, how can a lotus blossom without the sun? How can I be liberated without a guru? Then he heard a beautiful voice reciting, Soche soch na hoi, je sukh chilakvar. He followed the voice until he could hear better. Chuppe chup na hoi, je lai raha livtar. It was Bibi Amroji, daughter of Sri Guru Angad Ji, his niece-in-law. It was so beautiful, Sri Guru Amardas Ji's heart was deeply touched and he began to cry. He inquired, whose words were you reciting? She replied, these are the words of Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji. He was mesmerized by the Guru's words. He began to memorize his favorite lines. He felt these were the highest teachings and that it was surely Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj who could save him. It goes straight into my heart. I must meet him. I know it. He is the one. She told him that Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji had left his body and that he had passed the Guruship to her father, Sri Guru Angad Dev Ji. He begged her, kindly bring me to him. How will I live without meeting him? Please, please bless me with his presence.
Sri Guru Amardas Ji rode on a horseback to meet Guru Maharaj. This trip was more important than any of the great pilgrimages he had been before. As he rode, he sang the lines he had just memorized. Paya manur kanchan fir hova, je gur mile tineha, ek naam amrit oho deva, tau nanak drishtas deha. Iron is transformed into gold if one meets the Guru. They are blessed with the nectar of Naam, and then, O Nanak, the body is made steady. Finally, he arrived at Guru Maharaj's house. When he saw the saintly face of Sri Guru Angad Dev Ji, his heart burst open with light and love. He smiled as tears of joy rolled down his cheeks. Sri Guru Angad Dev Ji stood up to greet his elder. They were already family as he was Guru Maharaj's daughter's uncle-in-law. Guru Maharaj moved towards him to embrace him, but instead Sri Guru Amardas Ji immediately fell on his knees and touched his feet. My Guru, he said, don't think of me as your relative and don't even think of me as an elder. Please take me as your servant and show me the right path. Guru Maharaj saw his determination and devotion and accepted him as his sevadar. From then on, he dedicated himself to serving the Guru and living by the Guru's teachings. He woke in early morning and recited the Gurbani. He served in Guru's langar. He washed the dishes, collected firewood to cook the food, and brought water for Guru's bath in a pot which he carried on his shoulder every morning from the river. The Sikhs were very humbled to see the service of this man who was over 60 years old. Even being related to Guru Sahib, he chose to live as a simple person who was generally forsaken and also called Amru. Once, a man visited Sri Guru Angad Dev Ji. Maharaj, my name is Gobind. By your grace, I was able to build a city. I beg you, Guruji, come and give us your darshan. Live in the new city. It is by a river. It is dedicated to you. Bless us with your presence, Guruji. The city was named Govindwal. It was 14 miles away from Khadur Sahib. Guru Maharaj sent Sri Guru Amardas Ji to live in Govindwal, spending his nights there and traveling each day to visit the Guru Sahib. He would wake up early in the morning, fill a large pot with water from the river. He would recite Gurbani as he carried the pot over his head and walk 14 miles to Guru's house. Once it was dark and a rainy night. It was cold outside during peak winters. As usual, Guru Amardas Ji went to bring water for Guru Sahib to bathe. He filled the pitcher with water from the river and started his way back. Due to heavy rain, the way was filled with knee-deep water. While groping through the dark, his foot stumbled against the peg of a tree. He fell into a pit of a weaver's loom. Sri Guru Amardas Ji held fast onto the pitcher. On hearing the crashing sound, the weaver and his wife woke up to see who it was. The weaver asked his wife, "Who has fallen at our door?" Weaver's wife said to her husband sarcastically, "Who else could it be but the Amru Nithama, who neither sleeps nor rests?" When Sri Guru Angad Dev Ji got to know about this, he gave so many blessings to his beloved Sikh and called him Nimanya da Man, Nitanya da Tan, Niotia di Ot, Niasarya da Asra. As a result of his commitments to Sikhi principles, dedicated service, and devotion to the Sikh cause, Sri Guru Angad Dev Ji Maharaj instated Sri Guru Amar Das Sahib Ji as the third Sikh Guru in March 1552. He was 73 years old at that time. Large number of Sikhs started flocking to Govindwal Sahib for Guru Sahib's blessed darshan. Meanwhile, going against his father's wishes, Dattu, one of Sri Guru Angad Dev Ji's sons, proclaimed himself as Guru at Khadur Sahib. He was so jealous of Sri Guru Amardas Ji that he proceeded to Govindwal Sahib and ill-treated Guru Maharaj by kicking him. Sri Guru Amardas Ji Maharaj, however, in utter humility, righted himself and left Govindwal Sahib that evening and returned to his native village. There, Guru Sahib shut himself in a small house for solitary meditation. He told no one where he was headed, but just in case someone tracked him down, he attached a notice on the front of door saying, "He who opens this door is no Sikh of mine, nor am I his Guru." A delegation of faithful Sikhs, led by Baba Buddha Ji, found the house and seeing the notice on the front of the door, finally chose to go between the Guru's word, cutting a hole through a wall to reach their beloved Guru. Then Baba Buddha Ji requested Guru Sahib, "Maharaj, we know you care for nothing in the world, neither fame, nor riches, nor a following, but we cannot live without your guidance. Shri Guru Angad Dev Ji Maharaj has tied us to your palla. Where should we go now if you do not show us the way?" Shri Guru Amardas Ji Maharaj, overwhelmed by their devotions, returned to Govindwal Sahib. Later in Govindwal Sahib, Guruji built Sarovar called Bauli Sahib with 84 steps. Guru Sahib ordered that in Bauli Sahib there won't be any discrimination based on gender or caste, and everyone will take bath in the holy Sarovar, then do darshan of Guru Sahib, listen and recite Gurbani. Guru Maharaj strengthened the tradition of Guru Ka Langar and made it compulsory for every visitor. Once the Emperor Akbar came to see Guru Maharaj, and he had to eat coarse rice in the langar before he could meet Guru Sahib. He was so touched and impressed with this system that he expressed his desire to grant some royal property for Guru Ka Langar. But Guru Maharaj declined it with respect, stating that the langar is prepared from the daswand of Sangat and not from the royal treasure. Sri Guru Amardas Ji Maharaj persuaded Akbar to waive off toll tax, pilgrim's tax, for non-Muslim while crossing Yamuna and Ganga, and Akbar did so. Guru Maharaj preached against sati and advocating the remarrying of widows. He asked the woman to discard parda. He introduced new birth, marriage, and death ceremonies. Thus, he raised the status of woman and protected the rights of female infant who were killed without question as they were deemed to have no status. Guru Maharaj established missionary system to spread Sikhism in the form of manjis. Those who became Guru centered in their lives, they would go out and spread Gurbani and word of Vaheguruji. Women were also a part of this and became pracharak. Guru Maharaj composed 907 hymns in 17 ragas. He composed the Bani of Anand Sahib in Ramkali Rag. This Bani describes eternal bliss. He met Sri Guru Angad Ji Maharaj at the age of 62 and did seva with full determination and love. He taught us that one can never be too old to serve the Guru. Gurmukh buddhe kade nahe, jina antar surt gyan. Bani of Anand Sahib is a spiritual masterpiece of Sri Guru Amardas Ji Maharaj, and it is included in the nickname of every Sikh. Every Sikh ceremony is concluded by reciting the Chhe Pauri of Anand Sahib. Sangat ji, let us use this time to recite the Pehli Pauri of Anand Sahib together and experience the love of Guru Maharaj. आनंद पया मेरी माए सतगुरु मैं पाया सतगुरता पाया सहज सेती मन वजिया वाधाइयां राग रतन परवार परियां सबद गावण आइयां सब दोत गावो हरि केरा मन जिन्नी वसाया कह नानक आनंद हुआ सतगुरु मैं पाया कह नानक आनंद हुआ सतगुरु मैं पाया. Sangat ji, Guru Maharaj is expressing the state of Anand, where one doesn't need a reason to be happy, and Guru Maharaj is a master of this state. Maharaj ਅੱਗੇ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਇਸ ਆਨੰਦ ਨੂੰ ਐਕਸਪੀਰੀਅੰਸ ਕਰ ਸਕੀਏ. ਭੁੱਲ ਚੁੱਕ ਦੀ ਖਿਮਾ. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ.